Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So I'm on Scott Selections here for Tuesday, December 14th. We're getting today's play of the day. Quick recap up again. So we had a nice winner with the Nuggets minus 3.5 at minus 110 on BetMGM. Nuggets were coasting for pretty much the entire game. Then Jokic got ejected, and the Nuggets almost fell apart, but they ended up winning by 6. So we picked up another winner. Look for another winner here on Tuesday. And for the play, they're looking at a matchup between the Warriors and the Knicks taking place at around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Play that is going to be on the Knicks team total under 104.5 at minus 110 on DraftKings. Time recording of 5 a.m. Eastern Time. Couple reasons why I like the Knicks team total under in the spot. First of all, we got to talk about Golden State's defense, which has been easily the best defense in the entire league. Truth is, if you want to look at all the numbers, the metrics, etc., they're playing like arguably a top 3 defense of all time when it comes to season performances. Golden State, for reference, has played 27 games so far this season, and the Warriors have allowed less than 105 points in 22 of those 27 games. So that just kind of sums it up from an actual points per game perspective. But the Knicks are an offense that's been struggling lately no matter what defense they faced, and I do think they will fare pretty horribly offensively against this elite defensive unit on Tuesday. But the Knicks have scored less than 103 points in 4 of their last 5 games, and one main reason why is the fact that under Thibodeau, the Knicks have finally reverted back to playing an extremely slow style of basketball that's predicated mostly on the half court. There was about a month period or so where the Knicks were actually playing surprisingly up-tempo, but that ship has completely sailed, and the Knicks now rank 29th in the league in offensive tempo. So I do think that you will see the Knicks really just focus on trying to slow the game to a crawl, play in the half court, focus on keeping the Warriors out of transition as well, which should result in a lot of, I'd say, long possessions, which should end up killing the overall pace of this game, which bodes well for the under. But the Warriors, I mentioned the actual points per game perspective from how good their defense actually is. To put into the metrics, the Warriors rank first in defensive efficiency in the entire league, while the Knicks rank 16th in offensive efficiency. So the Knicks have been a mediocre offense all season long, and the Warriors, I mentioned before, best defense in the league. I do think that's a pretty good combination there to take a Knicks team total under. But the Knicks are also a bit shorthanded. They will be missing a couple of key players. RJ Barrett, who I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of. I don't think he's very good, but there's a lot of hype around him that maybe he might turn into something someday. But either way, the point is he's still a starter on the team who has some offensive talent, and he's not going to be playing. And the Knicks will be missing one of their best players so far this season, Obi Toppin, which I know sounds a bit crazy based on last year's performance, but Toppin has actually been really good. And he provides something that a lot of the Knicks players don't, which is energy to this offense. And with him being out, you'll probably see more of Robinson and Noel. They can't really go small anymore. You see Grimes in the starting lineup because of Barrett's absence. But the point is, you have a lot of big men on the Knicks who aren't very good offensively. I think you can say that about Noel in the stage in his career, and you can say that about Robinson, who's pretty much a lob-only threat in this league. But Toppin can shoot a little bit from the outside. He's athletic. He can create some mismatches and pick and rolls, and he's out. So I do think the Knicks will look even worse offensively than they normally do. But at the end of the day, you're looking at a spot where the Knicks struggled to reach 105 against basically anybody, and now they're facing off against the best defense in the league, who's barely given up 105 to any opponent this season. And I do think that this total should drop. I think you'll see this line probably close at around 103.5, or at least a juice 104.5. But I'm not sure the Knicks reach 100 in this game, and I do think that the Warriors will win a pretty ugly game, which is going to be more low scoring than people hope for, except for us. So I'm going to go with the Knicks team total under 104.5 as the play of the day. So once again, play of the day for Tuesday, December 14th is going to be on the Knicks team total under 104.5 at minus 110 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.